Okay, here's an example for just factoring trinomials. Both of these in this example will have lead coefficients that are 1. This example, it says factor the expressions. So part A, we're going to factor x squared minus 13x plus 12. Whenever you factor a trinomial, it actually factors to two binomials. We're going to use the reverse FOIL method for this. Remember this first one here, the x squared, that first term, are these two first terms multiplied together. So it's always going to split to x and x. It's the easy part. Now, to figure out the two numbers that go in here, or the other two terms, they have to be two things that multiply together to give us positive 12, but they add up to negative 13. Alright, so we sort of have to put a puzzle together. I need two things that multiply together that equals 12, and those exact same two numbers add up to negative 13. Right, these have to be the same numbers simultaneously, same pair of numbers. Alright, so we think about all of our factors of 12. Here they are the same sign because they have to multiply together to give me a positive number, but they add up to a negative number, so we know that they both have to be negative. Factors of 12 that add up to 13. Obviously 12 and 1 are just screaming at you. The 6 and the 2 won't work, neither will the 3 and the 4. Alright, well, you need 12 and 1. Negative 12, negative 1. Negative 12 times negative 1 is positive 12, and negative 12 plus a negative 1 is negative 13. And you can fill those in any order. I could have put the negative 1 first if I wanted, and then had negative 12, but it doesn't matter. It's the exact same answer. Right, that one's pretty easy. Let's check out this next one. Still, this is a trinomial. Forgot, the first thing we're supposed to look for is greatest common factor. Neither one of these have a greatest common factor. We counted the number of terms. There's 3 of those, so both of these are trinomials, lead coefficients 1. The x squared will split to x and x. Now let's put our puzzle together. I need two numbers that multiply together, this time to give me negative 14, and those same two numbers add up to give me positive 5. If I have two numbers that multiply to give me a negative number, that means one has to be positive and one has to be negative. Right, this first one will make negative and that one will be positive. The factors of negative 14 add up to 5 positive. You don't want to use a 14 and 1 because their difference is 13. The only other factors are 2 and 7. Now, the 2 will have to be negative and the 7 positive in order for them to add up to a positive 5. Right, let's check it out. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14, and negative 2 plus 7 is 5. Good, so let's fill those in. Negative 2 and positive 7. You know, you can check these factoring problems. If you use the FOIL method to multiply it out and combine your like terms, you should end up with the trinomial that you started with. So that's how you do the reverse FOIL method for factoring trinomials. Here, these both have lead coefficients of 1.